man who found himself within. In a city where everyone was always in a hurry, there lived a young man who had been left behind by himself. Every morning, he put on his shoes, placed an artificial smile on his face, and walked into the streets. But every night, he returned home with a tired heart. He had everything, but he had no peace. One night, when he was excited from the noise of the city, he walked toward the nearby mountains, a place where the wind spoke and silence answered. He sat on a rock and said, "My God, why do I feel so empty?" No answer came, only the sound of the wind. Suddenly, an old shepherd sat beside him. The old man asked, "What are you searching for?" The young man said, "Happiness, peace, the meaning of life." The old man smiled, not out of mockery, but out of knowing. He said, "When a sheep is lost, I search for it in the mountains. But when a heart is lost, it must be searched for within." The young man feels silent. The old man continued, "You have spent your whole life running after others' approval, after applause, after admiration. But you never ask yourself, do I love myself?" The sentence, like a quiet lightning, strikes subtle into his heart. That night until dawn he spoke with himself, with his fears, with his jealousies, with the dream he had suppressed. For the first time, he understood his enemy was not the world, it was the fear of not being enough. When the sun rose in the morning, something had changed. The city had not changed. The people had not changed. The problems had not changed. But something had changed inside him. His way of seeing had changed. He no longer lived to prove himself. He lived to grow. And that day he understood peace is not a destination. It is a way of walking. Years later, when they asked him what was the secret of your success, he said, "The day I realized my imperfections do not make me smaller, but more human. That was the day I was born." And from then on, in the busiest streets of the city, he carried a mountain within his heart, and within that mountain, a quiet God. The lesson of this story is simple. Stop trying to please everyone. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop thinking you are not enough. Real peace does not come from money, prize, or success. It comes from knowing yourself and accepting who you are. Take time to sit with your thoughts. Be honest about your fears and weaknesses, but do not hate yourself for them. Your imperfections do not make you weak, they make you human. You don't need to prove your value to the world. You only need to grow a little every day. Remember, peace is not a place you arrive at, it is a way of walking. So, walk calmly, believe in yourself, and carry your own mountain of strength